Welcome back. Today's video is number 6 of our before and afters of our home. Today we're going to be doing the downstairs spare bathroom. This is the bathroom that we lovingly call our Moana bathroom. Now there are small little nods to Moana. There's not a lot of Moana in here because just like every room in our house, we had lots of big plans of everything that we were going to add, and time and mainly lack of money prevented us from doing everything that we had planned. So maybe in the next house we will have a Moana bathroom, maybe we will just have a regular bathroom. We aren't sure. I will point out the small little things that we have to Moana and the nods that we really thought about for this bathroom. I do love this bathroom. I love the aesthetics of this bathroom, and I hope you do too. But you know the drill. Before we can show you the after, we have to show you where it started. And this is what it looked like when we moved in. Old crusty shower curtain, old crusty laminate countertop, and this is what it looked like after we moved in and added our own things. I told you in my last video that we weren't going to be working on the house today, but our plans kind of changed. We do have a tropical cyclone in Florida currently, so we're starting on the bathroom.
And we're about to rip this mirror down, That's what we're doing. Get her done. Remember the routine. Little by little, inch by inch.
Yeah.
Let's pour. There we go. Here.
Wow. We knew taking these down would be a challenge, and we would have sheetrock repair. So we've got bubbles here. I'm going to have to repair that, repair all these. And I showed you in the other video, yes, looks like they punched a hole in the back of this one too. So that will have to be repaired as well. So what Dave is doing there is kind of cleaning around where we took the medicine cabinet down, because we did use that to our advantage and use it as a little cubby. You'll see later on in the video, David worked his magic and turned it into a little cubby system. I am demoing the top of the vanity here so that we could remove this whole vanity. You didn't bust that, did you?
No, it looks like it was cracked from when someone was yanking on it or tightening the screw at some point.
So to remove this toilet, we, as you see, had to bust it open in order to get the bolts off of the floor. Oh, goodness. And this was after demo. Now, I've told you in the laundry room remodel, we used a flooring system called Schluter, and I believe, if memory serves me correctly, the reason that we decided to go with this type of flooring system to lay tile is because there were a lot of cracks in the foundation in this house, and it had made the tile that was already there when we bought the house kind of crack in some areas. The grout was cracked in some areas, and we had read somewhere that this Schluter system would provide like a cushion and prevent cracking of tile or grout when you lay it down. So that's why we used it. I don't know that it helps that much. I don't think that we would use it again because it was very hard to work with and made laying tile pretty difficult. So but yeah, this is what we used, and like I said, probably would not use it again if we ever lay tile again. I will say, for a professional, it's probably not difficult to use, but for us being amateurs, it was difficult. This was probably the most difficult part, was getting all of the air bubbles out, because you do have to get all the air bubbles out, and it is very hard on your hands and very hard on your knees. It does offer a layer of protection as far as waterproofing as well.
I'm just dry fitting to get the right
Cuts.
Yeah.
We got tile going down. We've got one bathroom all done.
I'm tired.
You still got one more room to do. You gonna wait to do that tomorrow maybe?
Nope, doing it now. I already got all the stuff out.
Yeah.
I ain't messing around.
If you caught that there, we did have the laundry room remodel going on at the same exact time as this bathroom remodel. Behind me, we've got the medicine cabinet all framed out. I've got it all wood puttied. I've got it all caulked. It's ready for paint. We've got the board and batten all. I don't have it caulked yet because that's one of the things we have to get at Lowe's because I ran out of caulk. But I've got to get this caulked, but it is all wood puttied, all sanded, ready for paint once the caulk goes on. A little bit better. Hey. Oh, my neighbors ain't outside. They gonna hear me and think I done lost my mind. I have lost my mind, but they don't need to know that. Now do they? Oh, that's so pretty. That color is beautiful. And then the finishing touches start, which is my most favorite part. I did add peel and stick wallpaper to this little medicine cabinet area that we installed shelving at, and the new vanity went in as well as the light fixture. I have to silicone the backsplash here. So we put this up with silicone last night. I'm gonna take the tape off. I'm gonna silicone up here and silicone down here. And I also need to silicone around this sink. All right, so I'm gonna remove the painter's tape. I got all of the silicone done on the backsplash. Looks really nice and neat. Can't really tell on camera probably because it is clear. See underneath here, but you know, we're gonna do the best that we can. It's looking really, really good. Now all we need is a mirror.
This thing kind of heavy. I mean, I didn't want the frame up behind the light, so I don't care if part of my head's cut off because I lean down. No one else is usually taller. I mean, I'm the tallest G up in the G household, so.
Okay, so just for reference, this door behind me is the laundry room and we are in the hallway. There you see our staircase, the living room, dining room is beyond that. So this is the downstairs guest bathroom. And now that you have seen the before, let's show you the after. Okay, now this is a small bathroom, so I do have kind of limited space to film around, but we also did a major gut in this bathroom. The only thing that we did not demo was the tub, the shower, the tile area. We demoed everything else. The vanity that was here before, the flooring, we replaced the flooring and the vanity, the mirror, the lights. Okay, so like I said, we did demo the floor. We tore up the tile. We replaced it with this tile, same tile that's in the laundry room that you saw previous to this. And like I have said in other videos too, I took every single door in this house off of the hinges and painted the front and the back and gave it a nice bright white finish. The doors before, I don't know if you've noticed in the before and afters, they were just kind of dingy looking. I mean, this house was about 19 years old when we purchased it, so I just felt like a nice bright white fresh look. They all needed it. Like I said, we also did demo the vanity that was here before. This vanity, now I do not remember with the vanities for the spare bathrooms where we got them, because I know one of them or a couple of them we got at Lowe's and one or a couple we got at Home Depot. So one of those big box stores, we either got this vanity from Lowe's or Home Depot. With this vanity, we purchased the top separate. I do believe it was Home Depot because this vanity, the bottom of it, you purchase it separately. And then with Home Depot, a lot of their vanities, they just have random tops that fit on their vanities, and you can just purchase those to change the look. Now, I do really like the size of this vanity. It is larger than the vanity that we tore out of here, but it still worked because it left enough space between the toilet and the vanity for it to work. So I do, if I remember correctly, we gained like this much space from here over because the old vanity, it only had 2 drawers and a cabinet. So this vanity has 6 drawers and the cabinet. We don't keep too much under here just because, you know, it's a guest bathroom, but that's how it is. And then we have storage in the drawers. I do love this top. We picked it for this bathroom because it reminded us of sand. And I also picked this light because it reminded me of the ocean, Moana. The toilet we did rip out and replace. So this is a toilet that we put in ourselves. Above the toilet, we have this little basket, tchotchke, whatever you would call it, of Moana. We got that from the Character Warehouse. And I did purchase this shelf from Amazon, and the plant is from IKEA. We also replaced the mirror that was in here. Now, I love this mirror. It's wood, and it just, I don't know, reminds me of Moana for some reason. It's got flowers. And the light fixture I also ordered from Amazon. I did order this especially for this bathroom because I thought that the what do you call these? Sconces, the glass, I don't remember what you call those. But the glass that's over the lights, it looks like bubbles. So I thought it was fitting in this bathroom. Now, what we did with this, we got creative. Actually, Dave got creative. This used to be one of those old medicine cabinets that was on the hinges with the mirror. You saw that in the before footage. We tore that out of the wall. When you do that, you're left with a big hole in the sheetrock. So what Dave did was frame this out, and I put reusable wallpaper behind them in a print that I thought represented Moana. We have some shells here. The other thing that I added was the shower curtain because I thought the tribal print kind of went well with the Moana theme. We also added the beadboard and molding in this bathroom. Now I'm going to close this door behind me so that you can kind of see the whole aesthetic here, but if you remember our master bathroom, me telling you that we put the molding and the beadboard in there to hide a hole that was in the wall when we took down the old ceramic things that were in here. Same reason for in here. There used to be an old ceramic toilet roll holder in here, and of course that did not match the aesthetic that we were going for, so we took that off the wall. Of course it left a big hole, so this was our solution to hide that. We are left with the really nice beadboard and the molding that Dave added. We added some hooks here for towels, bathrobes, what have you. And because we tore down the old toilet paper roll, I bought this one from Amazon. I got it specifically for this bathroom because this reminded me of the pattern of a stingray. And if you remember Moana, her grandmother is a stingray. So that's what that is for. And like I said, we did not do anything to the bathtub except for we did change out the hardware, because throughout the whole house we went with an oil rub bronze black theme for the hardware of all of our doors, hinges, you know, hardware, and we changed that out. But as you can tell, the tile is fine. I mean, it still looks nice, white, pretty. And when I say ceramic, that's what I'm talking about. All of the towel bars, toilet paper holders, you know, these things, the soap holders, they're all ceramic. So yeah, we left what needed to be left and tore out the rest. And this is kind of what I mean by, you know, just painting the doors made a huge difference. It's just nice, white, bright. It looks clean. And we did add this piece of molding because there was a gap between this door and this door, the molding here. This is what I'm talking about. We added this piece, and I got it on there by liquid nailing it and holding it with painter's tape. And then we just painted it all to match. So that is the Moana bathroom, another bathroom that's short and sweet. We didn't do a whole lot to it, but what we did do transformed the room completely. I hope you enjoyed coming along, seeing how it started and how it ended, and I will see you in the next one. All those YouTubey things. Bye.